The Whispers in the Metal, a journey through Celtic art. The story of Celtic art is not a linear progression, but rather a tapestry woven with threads of migration, assimilation, and reinvention. It's a narrative etched in bronze, sculpted in stone, and illuminated on vellum, echoing the polytheistic beliefs and intricate social structures of the Celtic peoples who flourished across Europe from the late Bronze Age to the early medieval period. To trace its evolution is to follow the movements of tribes, the influence of neighboring cultures, and the enduring spirit that defines its unique aesthetic. Hallstatt culture, c. 800–450 BCE, the seeds of a style. The earliest discernible roots of what we understand as Celtic art lie within the Hallstatt culture, named after a rich archaeological site in Austria. While not exclusively Celtic, the Hallstatt period witnessed the emergence of artistic motifs and techniques that would later be refined and amplified. Characterized by a hierarchical society with warrior elites, Hallstatt art reflected status and power. Important characteristics: geometric ornamentation. Decoration relied heavily on geometric patterns executed in bronze and iron. Repetitive motifs like concentric circles, parallel lines, and chevrons adorned weapons, jewelry, and pottery. Animal imagery. Symbolic representations of animals held prominence. Birds, horses, and boars were common, often stylized and incorporated into geometric designs. Realism was less important than symbolic meaning. Bronze and ironwork. Hallstatt artisans demonstrated mastery in metalworking. Bronze casting and iron forging were central to their craft. Techniques like repoussé, hammering metal from the reverse side to create a raised design, and engraving were utilized to embellish surfaces. Funerary art. Elaborate burials, often with grave goods including weapons, jewelry, and pottery, provided valuable insights into Hallstatt artistic practices. Important works. The dagger from Hallstatt. Found in a Hallstatt burial, this bronze dagger showcases the characteristic geometric ornamentation and symbolic animal imagery. The hilt is often decorated with stylized bird heads or horse figures. Bronze cauldrons. Large bronze cauldrons from this era, like those found in Sopron, Hungary, demonstrate sophisticated bronze casting techniques and are often decorated with repoussé designs featuring stylized animal heads and geometric patterns. Situlai. These bronze buckets, often found in northern Italy and Slovenia, offer rich depictions of daily life scenes and mythological narratives through intricate repoussé work. While influenced by Etruscan art, they also display distinct Hallstatt artistic sensibilities. Latin culture, c. 450 BCE, Honest century CE. The flourishing of Celtic art. The Latin period, named after a site in Switzerland, is considered the golden age of Celtic art. Spreading across much of Europe, from Ireland to the Black Sea, the Latin culture unified various Celtic groups under a shared artistic vocabulary, albeit one that adapted and diversified regionally. This era marked a shift from geometric abstraction to a more curvilinear and organic style. Important characteristics: curvilinear abstraction. The emphasis shifted towards flowing, swirling lines, and abstract organic forms. Spirals, S-curves, and trumpet-shaped terminals became ubiquitous decorative elements. Complex interlace. Intricate interweaving patterns appeared, foreshadowing the later developments of insular art. These patterns, often found on metalwork and stone carvings, created a sense of movement and visual complexity. Anthropomorphic elements. While human figures were present in Hallstatt art, they became more prominent in the Latin period. However, they were often stylized and distorted, serving as abstract decorative motifs rather than realistic representations. Animal style. The animal style evolved into more complex and imaginative forms. Fantastic creatures, often hybrids of different animals, appeared, reflecting Celtic beliefs in the power and symbolism of the animal world. Regional variations. While sharing a common aesthetic foundation, Latin art demonstrated significant regional variations. The Rhineland-Marne region, for example, was known for its elaborate metalwork and sophisticated use of enamel, while Britain developed its own distinct style, influenced by indigenous traditions. Important works. The Battersea Shield, c. 350, 150 BCE. Found in the River Thames, this bronze shield is a masterpiece of Latin metalwork. Its intricate openwork decoration features swirling scrolls, stylized animal heads, and subtle champlevé enamel inlays. It is considered one of the finest examples of Latin craftsmanship. The Gundestrup cauldron, c. 150 BCE. Discovered in Denmark, this silver cauldron is a remarkable example of Latin art incorporating religious and mythological scenes. The repoussé panels depict a range of deities and rituals, offering valuable insights into Celtic beliefs and practices. The cauldron's origin is debated, with some scholars suggesting it was crafted in the Balkans. The Basseyuts flagons, c. 400 BCE. These bronze flagons found in France are decorated with intricate repoussé designs, including stylized animal heads and geometric patterns. They showcase the refined metalworking skills of Latin artisans and their ability to create functional objects of great beauty. Torques. Elaborate neck rings crafted from gold, silver, or bronze, torques were symbols of status and power in Celtic society. Latin torques were often decorated with intricate designs, including stylized animal heads, interlace patterns, and enamel inlays. The Snettisham hoard in Norfolk, England, contains a significant collection of Latin torques. Stone sculpture. While metalwork dominated Latin art, stone sculpture also played a significant role, particularly in certain regions. The Turo stone in Ireland, for example, is a massive granite boulder adorned with intricate Latin-style carvings, including spirals, S-curves, and trumpet-shaped terminals. Roman influence and transition, on a century BCE, 5th century CE. Adaptation and hybridity. The Roman conquest of Gaul and Britain brought about significant changes in Celtic art. Roman artistic styles and techniques were introduced, leading to a period of adaptation and hybridity. While Celtic artistic traditions persisted, they were increasingly influenced by Roman aesthetics and patronage. Important caractéristiques. Fusion of styles. Celtic and Roman artistic elements were often combined, resulting in a unique hybrid style. Roman realism and naturalism were sometimes incorporated into Celtic designs, while Celtic curvilinear patterns found their way into Roman-inspired works. Decline of indigenous forms. The Roman conquest led to a decline in the production of purely Celtic art forms. Roman-style architecture, sculpture, and pottery became more prevalent, reflecting the shift in power and cultural influence. Continuity in the periphery. In regions less directly affected by Roman rule, such as Ireland and parts of Scotland, Celtic artistic traditions continued to flourish, relatively unchanged. These regions served as a refuge for Celtic culture and art. Roman Celtic deities. The syncretism of Roman and Celtic religions led to the creation of Roman Celtic deities, often depicted in sculpture and other art forms. These deities combine attributes of both Roman and Celtic gods and goddesses. Military metalwork. In areas under Roman control, Celtic artisans produced high-quality metalwork for the Roman military, including weapons, armor, and horse trappings. These objects often incorporated Celtic decorative elements alongside Roman military motifs. Important works. Roman Celtic temple sculpture. Temples dedicated to Roman Celtic deities often featured sculptures that blended Roman and Celtic artistic styles. Examples can be found throughout Roman Gaul and Britain. Gallo-Roman pottery. Pottery produced in Roman Gaul often displayed a fusion of Roman and Celtic decorative elements. Roman forms were decorated with Celtic patterns and motifs. Jewelry with Roman and Celtic motifs. Jewelry from this period often combined Roman and Celtic designs. Roman-style brooches, for example, might be decorated with Celtic interlace patterns. The Hinton St. Mary mosaic. A Roman mosaic which features a depiction of Christ. However, the design is Celtic, and many archaeologists believe that the artist had a Celtic background. Insular art. c. 6th, 9th centuries CE. A resurgence and refinement. Following the decline of Roman power in Western Europe, Ireland and Britain experienced a resurgence of Celtic artistic traditions, culminating in the creation of insular art, a unique synthesis of Celtic, Germanic, and Christian influences. This period saw the flowering of illuminated manuscripts, high crosses, and intricate metalwork that defined the artistic landscape of the early medieval period. Important characteristics. Illuminated manuscripts. The most celebrated achievements of insular art are the illuminated manuscripts, such as the Book of Kells, the Lindisfarne Gospels, and the Book of Durrow. These manuscripts are characterized by their elaborate ornamentation, intricate interlaced patterns, and vibrant colors. High crosses. Standing stone crosses, often decorated with relief carvings depicting biblical scenes and Celtic motifs, are another defining feature of insular art. These crosses served as outdoor preaching sites and symbols of Christian faith. Metalwork. Insular metalwork continued the Celtic tradition of intricate craftsmanship. Brooches, chalices, and reliquaries were decorated with elaborate interlaced patterns, animal motifs, and precious stones. Interlace and knotwork. Interlace and knotwork patterns reached their zenith in insular art. These intricate designs, often based on animal and plant forms, created a sense of visual complexity and spiritual depth. Zoomorphic decoration. Animal motifs remained central to insular art. Stylized animals, often intertwined in complex patterns, adorned manuscripts, metalwork, and stone carvings. Christian iconography. While incorporating Celtic and Germanic artistic elements, insular art was fundamentally Christian in its focus. Biblical scenes, depictions of Christ, and hagiographic narratives were common themes. Important works. The Book of Kells, c. 800 CE. This illuminated manuscript is considered one of the greatest artistic achievements of the early Middle Ages. Its intricate illustrations, vibrant colors, and elaborate interlace patterns are a testament to the skill and artistry of the insular monks who created it. The Lindisfarne Gospels, c. 700 CE. Another masterpiece of insular illumination, the Lindisfarne Gospels, is renowned for its elaborate carpet pages, detailed portraits of the evangelists, and intricate interlace patterns. The Ardagh Chalice, c. 8th century CE. This silver chalice, found in Ireland, is a stunning example of insular metalwork. Its intricate decoration includes panels of gold filigree, enamel inlays, and stylized animal motifs. The Tara brooch, c. 8th century CE. This elaborate brooch, made of silver, gold, and enamel, is a masterpiece of insular craftsmanship. Its intricate interlace patterns, stylized animal motifs, and delicate filigree work demonstrate the remarkable skills of insular metalworkers. The high crosses of Monaster Boyce and Clonmacnoise. These towering stone crosses, located in Ireland, are adorned with relief carvings depicting biblical scenes and Celtic motifs. They represent the pinnacle of insular stone sculpture. Legacy and revival. While the Viking invasions brought about a period of disruption and decline in insular art, its influence continued to be felt in later periods. Elements of Celtic art were incorporated into Romanesque and Gothic art, and the Celtic revival of the 19th and 20th centuries saw a renewed interest in Celtic artistic traditions. Contemporary artists continue to draw inspiration from the rich and complex heritage of Celtic art, adapting and reinterpreting its forms and motifs for a modern audience. The whispers in the metal, the curves etched in stone, the vibrant hues illuminating vellum, these are the echoes of a culture that left an indelible mark on the artistic landscape of Europe. The story of Celtic art is a testament to the ingenuity, creativity, and enduring spirit of a people who transformed the world around them into a visual language of beauty, symbolism, and profound cultural significance.